Hi, Pat. Bearing in mind, just in the off chance that your game is off, I want to ask you a general one that's not affected, so forgive me. A lot of the focus outside City is on what happens with your attacking end of the field, at the attacking end of the field, so exciting, so many goals and things. I wanted to ask you about the other end and Ederson, what it means to have such a solid presence as that at the back. What's he like as a commanding figure, as a personality? And where do you stand on the argument that he's one of the finest players, pound for pound, finest signings that City have ever made?
Absolutely, Phil. Completely agree. His consistency in all this period, and I had the feeling that the last 3-4 games make even a step forward. It was a period this season when came back for the previous international break for Brazil that he was a little bit low in some, a little bit sad, a little bit, sometimes it happens in a season. It's important to sustain all the time. But the last 2-3 weeks in the training sessions, in the games, I feel the best Eddie maybe we have since long time ago. I think the work from Richard and Xavi Mancisidor is incredible, how they develop the keepers to be a better keeper. So Man City have an incredible staff, incredible one, where Xavi was before I arrived here, and how they improve the keepers is incredible. And yeah, Eddie it's important player, really important. I would say the keeper is the most important player in the team. The most important one, more than a striker, more than any other player. The keeper is fundamental. And Eddie, since he arrived to Manchester, was brilliant.
When he came back and you said he was a bit low, did they have to have a word with him away from the training field just to lift his spirits? Was it?
No, sometimes I could talk, sometimes don't. But you have to. It's not that specific reason. But these guys, especially Argentina, Brazilian, South American, they go there in South America with the situation, the pandemic situation. They played 3 games before it was to travel from Ecuador to Bolivia to Uruguay to the other one, and after immediately take a plane, come back here and arrive with a jet lag and different completely conditions. And come on, they are human beings, you know that, and they suffer this change of lifestyle for many things for a short time. And sometimes you arrive and you feel more tired, you feel more, for many reasons. It's normal. But once they are already here and they can come back to a routine, their own routine, the lives and the kids in the school and training sessions and food, eat properly and many things, everything come back normally. But it happened with Eddie, what happened with Fernandinho before when he was in the national team, with Gabriel, with Sergio when there, with Pablo Zabaleta, with Nico Tamendi, with all the South American players when they go there, when they come back, always is. It's not easy. It's not easy to come back in the routine.
John Bernstein, please.
Pep, a lot of people thought Manchester City's success might slow down when Aguero left, David Silva, Heroes Company, Yaya Toure. But we're coming to the end of 2021, and really, you've been as successful as ever. How much time did you have to spend thinking about how you were going to replace these icons, and how surprised are you how well the current team have done?
It's so difficult to replace these icons, like you said, Joe, because Vini, Sergio, David, and Pablo, and many important players that they did what they have done for this club is incredible. But the club always have to work day by day, thinking the sport director will not be here, the manager will not be here, the important players will not be here, because it's not. How players, and these players will be 10 years all the time here. Players move. Every season has to move for reasons. Like Ferran showed, no? Now I'm not happy anymore here, I'm going to leave. So it happened quite often. And the club has to be prepared for that, because it cannot be a stop, The club must follow and take a right decision. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. So, but the intention is always, we would love to have been here 10 more years, or Sergio 10 more years, but they have one age, they have injuries, they have reasons. You have to value how many games can play during the season in this tough competition like Premier League, and the club has to be ready, has to be prepared and ready to find a solution when that's happened. But it's normal. It's a question of time. So people get old, manager get old, sport director get old, and they have to be replaced. Like a normal situation, it happens all the time. It's going to happen in the future. It's not a big problem. If if you anticipate the situations, you can say, okay, what we need exactly, the way we want to play, how we can replace emotionally the soul of the club. It's impossible. There are few players that are replaceable. They were so important in the soul for the people, for the fans, for what they have done. People like Vini, Sergio. This type of players are, oh my God! How you swap? It's impossible.
Are you surprised how well they've done?
It's not just the goals. It's not just the many things. And what do you have to do? And so far we cannot complain for the fact that we are still there. I'm not saying now in December, end of December, how many Tatas are going to win. Nobody knows, but we are there, and this is fantastic. After what we have done these years, still being there, it's so good.
Are you surprised how well these heroes have been replaced? Because it's not easy for the current players to do that, but they maybe exceeded expectations.
But I would say Sergio is not being replaced because we didn't buy any striker, and sooner or later this club has to do this. So one day it's going to happen, but when it's not possible, I said in the beginning of the season, not now, I said, okay, I'm more than satisfied with the players that we have. We're going to live with them, no problem.
James Ducker, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. The opposition have managed just 37 shots on target against you in 18 Premier League games this season. How much satisfaction do you take from your collective defensive solidity? And in terms of the way this City team control and keep the ball, do you think they're now as good at that as your Barcelona side?
It's the ball. If you see individually our players, we are not good defenders. We are not. So individually, Bernardo, Gundogan, Kevin, Rush, Riyad, even Joao, Alex, we are not good defenders individually. But we have the ball. The ball is the only reason why you are stable. The ball. What do you do with it? It's the only reason. So you create chances is the ball. You can see few is the ball. It's how you play in the middle of the game, in the part of the middle, in the midfield play situations there. How you handle that, you'll be stable behind, you'll be productive up front. Without that, the same players will concede a lot of chances.
Yeah.
You can see against Newcastle, simple like that. Our 3-4 passes lose the ball. We want to attack quicker. We cannot attack quicker. We are not Liverpool. They are a master to do that. We are not. We don't know what they have to do with that. We need to drive and play with the ball. In the first half, after two, they run 3 or 4 times and they create chances. Second half, we make more passes and more patience. Patient doesn't mean lazy, slow. No. Ball is ball. It's half. You have the ball, you are in order. You have everything is stable. Stability is the ball. It's not defend 40 meters behind or 40 meters up front or high pressing or defend deep or long balls or whatever. What to be stable as a team is the ball. That's all. No more than that.
Finish one for me and Whistle, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. You mentioned how COVID is obviously society's problem, not football's, and you mentioned you see a lot of people not wearing masks, as I think we probably all do. Do you worry that we might be heading back to games behind closed doors? You had one the other week, of course, in Europe. What was that like? And I mean, do you worry about the prospect of us going back to finishing the season behind closed doors, possibly?
So I don't know. I would not love it, Ian. Honestly, I would not love it. So You cannot imagine how different it is play with the people or without the people. There's no comparing. But at the end, we did behind the closed doors to survive the economic and the world football. You know that? For the broadcasters, thanks for that, we could get our salaries and the people could play football, and even for the people, hopefully not. But, like you said perfectly, so the cases raised all around the world, in UK, not in the bubbles, in the football bubbles. And these people go to the stadiums, and these people in the stadiums can, contaminate. But there in the stadium, the people don't use masks. Is what I'm surprised the most. For the fact you go into the street, you go to big malls, you go in the places to buy presents for the family. No one use mask, wear mask. So, and the people for the beginning bikini, the scientists say the more protection what you can have is hand sanitizers and this. And the people don't wear it. And I'm surprised. Now I think in Spain now will be an obligation, compulsory, even not indoor places, outdoor. So in the street, you got to wear it. And I think we should come back to start again. Vaccinated, booster, the people decide. But a part of that, hand sanitizer, social distance, and mask. And mask is the best way we can protect, for ourselves, our families, and the rest of the people. And like this, the restaurants still could be open, the football could go on and do it. I'm not a scientist, I'm a doctor. Maybe I'm saying a stupid thing, maybe. But I trust with the doctors. I'm sorry. I trust to the scientists because they know exactly, absolutely more than I know. I don't know anything about the medicine. But I want to trust with the people they know and say, this is the safest one, take a vaccine. The people don't die when you take a vaccine. The people can die when you don't take a vaccine. Wear mask is so important. Social distance is so important. Hand sanitizer is so important. So we have to try to do it. Otherwise, another barrier maybe is coming. It will be again and again and again.